Two, be back with another one. This is a classic
On
rivalry,
this campus,
right?
the legends literally cement their handprints on the legacy just a few steps away from Bryant-Denny Stadium. This is the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
So I played with Georgia. They strong on here. Let's see how strong Alabama is.
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Auburn's return team will have that offense backed up. You have to live with this result every second of every day for the next year, guys.
Some of the greatest sports talk radio takes place in the state of Alabama because of the rivalry and the trash talk that goes on between Auburn fans and Alabama fans. It is must-listen radio, David. It's incredible.
And it's must-watch TV. Like, no matter what the records are, it seems like it's always a good game. The hate runs deep, and it is a great game to call.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right down the middle. Got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Hit him.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Thorne. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
All right, come on, Bam.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Law. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Alabama's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
On. There you go. Just trying to hike.
Back to throw. It's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Linebacker.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down.
Oh, yeah. Stop.
They feed him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7.
Maybe I got to use this quarterback really young.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a Classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game for Alabama, it was their best players making the big plays late in the game. In this game,
come on, outrun him.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Handoff from the gun.
Oh.
Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. so close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to bully their way in. And will cruise into the end zone. Touchdown time!
All right, let's make it a game.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers.
Take it
Execute
in.
better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep
over.
that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Dumps it off in the flats. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They'll run the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They want to just keep throwing it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. And wings it incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Thorne.
Get there.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Finish it on.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Apparently some confusion as the offense calls the timeout. It's their first of the half. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Give up that slant.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Oh, my God.
And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down.
Oh, man.
And the ball is picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. It'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Let's go.
He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. We're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now. That is a staple of this sport.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to trust.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Barges ahead. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on an offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Going right down the boulevard.
Because I'm more comfortable with the kicks now.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
We need a turnover.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air.
Oh,
and the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Thorne. He's got him this time. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Back on the field after the break, and we'll start the quarter here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. At the 45 on his way. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown,
They need some safety.
and once he got loose, it was all over.
Nobody comes up now.
Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously...
Man, go,
He's
go,
off
go.
to the races.
Run, boy.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it's
on,
kicked
man.
off for
What is
the
the quarterback
third time
doing?
today.
Throw
And
it
they'll
that
drag him
high.
down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them
Don't lay that
DBs.
shit
That's
down.
what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. On the return, it's Bernard.
Oh, Bernard.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Still looking on the move. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12.
Can you beat this dude?
They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Milroe. He makes the connection.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a 1st down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. The throw to the outside is complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
You got the line. Hustle up.
Trying to punch it in. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll pull it on the read.
Oh, safety, I put you over there for that reason.
Finds a crease at the 20.
God, man.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, what a huge gain, and this offense is so frustrating to defend because you got that guy who's not a quarterback. He's a running back. Call him what he is, makes the big play, chews up a chunk of yardage before you ever know what hit you.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more. And it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right. And I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying